to game number 2 of tonight's Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament match here on Speed Gaming 3. Group K matchup between Sonikku2008 and TheHaxor. LZ Cards Fan 23 and Crazy Dude here calling the exciting action. Haxor took down game number 1, so he is now 4-3. He's looking to go 5-3 with a winning record, which in most groups would probably advance you to the next round, but unfortunately, he's in Group K, which is a very, very difficult group, and even if he goes 5-3, not going to be enough to make it to the bracket stages, but I'll tell you what, he's had a pretty fine tournament.
There's no doubt about that, and Haxor still, Sonikku's still looking for their first win, so maybe this will be the one.
Maybe this will be the one indeed, because you never know what could happen in these second set of flags. Things change. Things get a little bit wilder. We shuffle up the panels. We shuffle up the locations of the forts, the locks, and World 8 gets even more crazier.
As we start with Fort 2 from World 2. Or, the Fort from World 2, rather. I was going to get it right eventually.
Yes, indeed. Not a bad fort to start with. So, certainly one of the easier forts, so I don't think either of these runners are going to have too much problems here. Just as long as you don't get hit by those spikes.
You're taking the top path, and that's pretty slick.
I always took the top path myself, as Haxor is going to take down Boom Boom here. No problem at all.
Something to note with that second room, you have to, if you have a tail or P-wing, you have to be careful because there's spikes on top.
That's right, yep, that's something I do mention from time to time. There are invisible spikes that you cannot see, but if you look at the map, they are definitely there, as Haxor is now in 6-4. So we are starting with World 5 for the second race tonight.
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say tower is going to be required.
You're going to say tower is not... You're going to say tower is required? I'm going to say it's not required.
Well, one of us is going to be right.
That's right. So Sonikku is now taking 2-1. And Haxor is done with 6-4.
Oh, you're right this time. Tower's not required.
Yep, the good old paradox pipe takes you to the tower. So, yes, indeed, tower not required. But, oh, a rare death for Haxor, as he gets stuck in between the bricks and the Fire Brothers. So he's going to try it again. This time, easier set.
Gets a P-wing for it, too.
Not bad. That's a good starter item for Haxor.
Ooh, Sonikku's playing the tower. He's going to get the bad news pretty soon.
He's going to get the really bad news that the tower is a troll tower. It's going to take him back to that pipe. Can't blame him for making that move, but unfortunately, it's just not going to be the right one. Oh, look at it, take you to the end. Well, you only have to play through one level and a fort, so not terrible. Yeah, Hammer would have come handy there. We have 3-5 on Haxor's side. We were just talking about that at the end of the last race, how there is a hidden pipe in 3-5.
Well, if there is, I've never found it.
I never found it as a kid either. The only reason I knew about it was because of studying the maps prior to the tournament. Oh, and Sonikku taking a death at the end of that tower there, and now he's not going to take the tower.
Little does he know, that's a blessing in disguise.
We'll see if he sticks to his guns.
Gets a P-wing.
Yeah, he's able to get that mushroom before it escaped, and Haxor getting around the Gelectros very nicely, but just has to get through this last blooper. No problem. Oh, he's going to play the tower again. Yikes.
Oh. Well, meanwhile, we see Haxor in, wait a second, Fred?
That is a half Fred. This is 5F1 in 5F2 spot.
That's very odd to say, considering we're on the second set of flags.
That's right. TheHaxor makes quick work of 5F1. Just needs to take care of Boom Boom, which he does. Nice job. Sonikku back near the top of the tower. Hopefully he doesn't fall off this time or get hit by Koopa Troopas or anything like that. TheHaxor gonna play out the... Wow, the double there! That was nice.
That's oddly satisfying when you can do it on the Sledge Bros.
That's worth more points. Not that the points matter. Actually, the points do matter in terms of getting the end card game. 80,000 points will get you an end card game. As we start off with the World 6 airship.
Oh, the points do matter. Aww.
Well, a little bit. They don't matter, like, too much. And they're definitely not going to matter when we get to the bracket stages where we remove the end card game. No more bonus prizes. No more classic concentration. No more the board goes back. There's 2 hits for Roy. 3, Vanilla Roy.
I guess he was our boy this time.
A little bit. But TheHaxor takes him down, and he'll be moving on to the next world.
Someone in the chat knows what I was going for there.
Yep. Where everything is made up and the points don't matter. That's right, the points don't matter. Just like the letter from Bowser, don't matter. And let's see what the first item from Princess Toadstool is going to be. A Tanuki suit. We didn't see any of those in the last race.
Wow, that's surprising.
And the only Tanuki suit we saw was on Sonikku's side during 7F1 Fort Knox. TheHaxor now in 6-3. Oh, but he falls off, slip slides away. Back to start he goes, and he's down to 1 extra life. Is he going to take an intentional game over? Is he going to get the 5 1-ups? Or is he going to try and play this out and continue to skip the fireworks? We'll see.
You know, I would actually go ahead and clear the level as necessary. And there we go. We got fireworks on TheHaxor's side. Because he probably doesn't want to lose his end card. And his points would go back to 0 as a result. Not to mention he'd lose his 2 previous cards, too.
That's correct. So he's at the card game for the first time. And looking for the star. He finds a match. Nice job. The 10's going to be tough. Nope, there's the flower. You'll know where that is for next time. So what that star could be. Not yet.
Are we going to get a God pipe?
Troll pipe! Oh, man.
Well, darn. And we see the Air Force.
Yes, indeed. The Air Force... which was the... Oh! Loses the iframes on the star and gets fried to a crisp.
Yeah, you gotta be careful of those burners.
Sonikku in the World 6 airship. Taking on Roy. He'll need 3 hits. He should be in relatively good shape here. And 2. And 3. And down goes Roy. So... pretty good World 1 for Sonikku. TheHaxor done with the Air Force, but still needs to clean up a little bit with Boom Boom. 1 more hit. He got him.
Maybe... oh, he's not going to go for that pipe quite yet.
Nice kill of the Fire Brothers and gets a hammer.
That'll be handy.
He's got a couple of pipes to choose from. Well, if this isn't the pipe... well, now he knows which pipe it is. It's the other pipe, so he's home free. But there could be a lock waiting at the end.
It's a good thing he got that hammer, though, then.
Well, we'll see if he uses it here. Nope, no lock. Oh, and Sonikku taking a death in 6-3, so he'll have to try again. And this is the World 5 airship. Wendy, let's see if she's beefed up with Baconators this time. 1, 2, well, she's a little bit beefier. 3. She had a Baconator, a Frosty, and a small order fries.
Were they Baconator fries?
Yeah.
Dang it. We need to stop mentioning food.
I know, right? It's hard not to mention food when we get to Wendy's world, though, as Sonikku's now at the cards. Looking for the star, but he finds a 1-up. No match, the board goes back.
And we get Desert Hill on Haxor's side. And he's got only a couple of levels to clear for it.
Here's a fort we didn't see in the last race. Here's 6F2, and he slides away. This time not going to take any chances here. He's going to use a P-Wing. It's going to lose his P-Wing, but he's going to keep as much speed as possible here. Yeah, Haxor doing it really, really fast. He'll get to the end here against Boom Boom. And going to try and find him on the platform. I like his style. He got him. Nice fight. Likewise for Sonikku. Haxor, whether he likes it or not, will play the coin chip here, get his fill of gold coins. Is going to pick up the 1-up for safety, as Sonikku gets his hammer here in World 2, and taking down the Boomerang Brothers. Oh! Jumps just in the nick of time and gets a star. How vanilla.
Haxor doing more of opening back the board and getting to the cards.
That finds a match for the flower. Oh, that was the 20 coin. We saw the 10 coin. There's the 10 coin for Haxor. So he finds a match. Finds the other flower. That's good fortune. So pretty good end card game there for Haxor. And he's going to move on to panel 4 and a music box and a P-Wing. So not really great prizes so far, but we haven't seen all of them yet. Haxor is now in 7-1. Third try. Not bad.
What are you talking about? That was first try cards.
Was it first try? Okay. Whatever you say.
It's first try every time.
Ah, I see where you're going with that. I see where you're going with that. I totally get it. Here's the World 2 airship.
Meanwhile, it appears we have hammer suits in the end card from what chat's telling us.
I don't know which card is the hammer suit. It could be the 10 coin. And Haxor one-hit Larry Cheatsy Koopa.
Oh, they're saying stars.
Ah, the stars get you the hammer suit. Nice. See, I'm not the best at keeping track of what prize is what. I'll need to do that for next tournament. Start writing down notes, kind of like what I do with a Zelda randomizer.
Well, either that or fall back on the chat when you're being lazy.
Speaking of Zelda randomizer, look what the king's saying.
You know what? I'm fine with bomb. I don't need any more bombs.
We're moving on to World 7, the pipe maze. Let's see if this is the dream pipe for Haxor. Is it? Nope, it's the dead end pipe.
Ah, yes, the room with a view.
Yep, so Haxor will have to pick a different pipe. Let's see if this is the one.
Ooh,
there's a good one.
There we go.
Dream pipe for Haxor. Very nice.
And he has a hammer, so he'll be able to break that lock, too.
And Haxor is going to try the Piranha run here at 7-7. But Sonikku in some trouble here with the Boom Boom fight. Can he get the last hit? Yes! Nice shot.
That was a very tricky spot for him to do the second hit, though.
Oh, and then the third hit wasn't much better either, but a nice shot there to avoid taking a death and taking down the fort as Haxor completes 7-7. Back to the cards for Sonikku. He finds the match for the 10. No match for the star and flower, but he now knows where the flower is, so there's 2 matches. That's a 20.
Haxor playing the Piranha stage. Maybe he wants an extra item. He did have a couple of music boxes handy.
And he's looking for the item, and unfortunately Sonikku, he might be just taking attention.
He gets another hammer, as if he needed more.
Boy, Haxor rewarded for not using the music box to put the piranhas to sleep. Now wait just a minute here. World 7's airship in World 7. Chad, you know what to do about that one.
Hey Fred, what's up?
Absolutely. So Sonikku trying to beat 7-1 the traditional way, not an easy task, especially because at the top of that pipe, you could get ambushed. We've seen that happen a couple of times, and hopefully Sonikku doesn't get ambushed. Time for the Ludwig von Koopa fight. 2. Oh, the walkie hitbox. Nailing Haxor there. 3 is not enough. 4 is not enough. It's a 5-hit beefy Luddy von Koopa.
Must have been composing his 5th symphony.
And there's no sniper job because it was a Koopa paratroopa, so nothing raining down on the sky for Sonikku. He's done with 7-1.
Sonikku going through his airship, coins. Grabbing his extra life.
Yeah, but definitely
Use the star there, and, well, just going through it. Kind of seems questionable there.
Here's 6-1 on Haxor's side. Yeah, I wonder if he forgot that this is a coin ship or something, but might have just been off of habit. Who knows? Those are the Karibo shoes I hear, the Goomba shoes.
Oh! Sonikku finds a hammer suit and a mushroom house.
Nice, very nice there. As Haxor completes his hand, he's got 6 extra lives. And a bridge is needed to cross that area of World 6, and we have the 3F1 fort this time around, door number 6. I've said it many times, I'll say it again, Crazy Dude. I'm waiting for Fred to randomize the doors so that any of them can be the way out.
Oh, wow. I dread that day.
That would be fun. That would make things very, very interesting.
No command for Sonikku as he takes a hit as he's taking down Larry.
Ah, bummer. Because he had the Tanuki suit, right?
Correct.
Ah, bummer. I would have loved to have seen the command there, but not to be, as Cheatsy cheats us of the command. Haxor almost completes his cards, but gets stumped on the final mushroom, but he'll be finishing it next time. There was an anchor in there.
Must have been part of the end card.
That might have been the 1-up. And next up is 4F1. And Haxor feeling the need for speed and can't duck down in time, so he's going to have to play it cool. Ooh, close call.
Oh, he might get the quick kill, though, if he's fast enough. Go, 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 go! There it is!
Got him. Upside down question mark. As Sonikku now in 7-7.
So, the need for speed paid off.
It sure did. Here's another Boomerang Brother try for Haxor with the Tanuki suit on. Keeps it intact, and what is he going to get? A P-Wing. And Sonikku survives. Now here's the tricky part, ducking down under this pipe. He's in there. Good job.
Yeah, he was playing it real cautiously there, and who can blame him?
Another Hammer Brother, another star for Haxor, and he'll be moving on to the pipe. But the bridge is required, so he'll have to go back and play panel 10. Or is he? He's going to play the first fort and hopes it's the right bridge as Sonikku gets his hammer from the front of the stage, and we're back in the Navy, folks.
In the Navy?
Yes, you can sail the 7 seas.
In the Navy?
Yes, you can put your mind at ease.
In the Navy?
I still didn't look up the lyrics for the third. I should have done that during the break. Gosh darn it. Oh, well. I should have looked it up.
Thanks for humoring me, though.
No problem. Sonikku now in the World 3 airship in World 4. Haxor in World 5 right here. So Sonikku going to have to be careful that it doesn't fall off because it's a long way down. Is this the right bridge? It is.
Oh, yes it is.
And now here comes the Ludwig von Koopa fight for Sonikku. 5 hits are needed, and here's 6-7 for Haxor. And Sonikku takes down Luddy and moves on to World 5. So he's not all that far behind Haxor here in the early goings.
And as if there wasn't enough, a boss has to greet him on the way down.
Yep, but no harm, no foul. So he'll be moving on. Done with that panel, he'll move on to the airship. Let's see what we have in store this time. World 4.
Meanwhile, Sonikku's over at Navy.
He's playing that stage, and it's going to be a good thing he did because it's going to unlock that bridge if he takes the pipe. As Haxor is going to have the fire suit with Lemmy Koopa and trying for the fire kill. He's successful. Nice job.
With those uneven platforming, it makes it easy.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of maneuverability to take him down like that. Yeah, absolutely. So Haxor done with World 5. Sonikku completes the Navy. Boom, boom, down. And Haxor will get another prize from Princess Toadstool. As Sonikku's back to the cards. By the way, I'm going to go really, really, really old school with you with that reference that you saw the King just said. He said, well, nobody's perfect. That is the final line in the classic 1959 movie, Some Like It Hot.
Sonikku, what you doing?
Oh, it's a hole-in-one for Sonikku, but that's the wrong game to have a hole-in-one.
I think he was just messing around. See, he's got a P-Wing equipped now.
It might be. Who knows? But in any event, Haxor is done with his level. He'll move on to the quicksand panel. But before he does so, back to the card.
And he completes it.
Yep, the 20 and the mushroom were the last two he needed. And it looks like there was a Tanuki suit in there. 4-5 now for Haxor and Sonikku in 3F1.
One toad in the hole? Unfortunately, this is not the kind of toad you're expecting.
Oh, because Sonikku used the P-Wing. He was able to use the P-Wing, even though he took the wrong door, he used the P-Wing to get through. And that kind of makes you wonder.
I think that was his plan all along there, though.
Oh yeah, I think you're right about that. But now it kind of makes you wonder about the randomizing of the doors thing. If Fred were to do that, people would just P-Wing! That's no fun!
Yeah, but they could probably put some diabolical enemy in that particular room.
Well, we'll see. Here is 4F1 for Sonikku. Haxor going to take down the Fire Brother. He's able to fire him before he gets fired and gets a music box out of it. Let's see if Sonikku can slide underneath. He's in there.
Can't get past a hot foot and a thwomp, though. Oh, and he takes another hit from a hot foot. Oh, and he dies to it!
Because he doesn't get enough speed to make that jump. And here's 4F2 now on Haxor's side. Yeah, Sonikku just didn't have enough room to make that jump. And he's not going to take the pipe. Again, I would have taken the pipe because I'm soft.
Well, you wouldn't be alone in that, so don't feel terrible.
Oh no, it's fine. Again, to each their own. Some people would take the pipe, some people would take the top end. I think it depends on what their status is. I think if they don't have a power-up, most runners might opt to take the pipe. As we get another upside-down orb on Sonikku's side. Moving on to the World 3 airship is the Haxor. We'll see how salty Morton is.
I'm going to say 3 pinches of salt.
3 pinches of salt. Well, Not a bad guess. We'll see if we do have ourselves a vanilla Morton Koopa, as Haxor's going to take him down right now. We got 1. That's not enough. 2. That's not enough. 3. That's still not enough. 4. Very salty. He was extremely salty tonight. 5 HP Morton Koopa. Sonikku in one of the beta stages. This is a World 6 beta level. And I always like to say that this is the 6-2 beta because of the end pipe. Because of that water on the left side. When you enter the pipe in 6-2, it's the same thing. So I call it the 6-2 beta. Alright, so World 4 is going to be our last world before we get to World 8.
Trying the pipe first. Let's see if it goes anywhere.
Usually
Survey
it doesn't.
says... No, no way.
I've seen worse pipes than that one. As we get the 3rd hand stage on Haxor's side with all the Cheep Cheeps. Sonikku not going to mess around with the fire kill. 1 hit is not enough. Anchor! So all 3 hand stages are going to be a wild card. Isn't that interesting? I've never seen that one. Down goes Lemmy. Lemmy was pretty strong. I think he was a 4-hitter there. Haxor takes down the Fire Brother and gets another hammer.
As if he needed more.
Haxor's going to be well equipped for World 8. And the frog suit is what the anchor is tonight.
Maybe that's what we saw on Sonikku's side earlier. Because
yes.
I think he had an anchor earlier.
You are correct. He did have an anchor earlier. And Sonikku now at 3-1. And Haxor done with his level. That was 7-3, I believe.
Haxor onto another coin ship.
Yep, more money for Haxor with the fire suit. He'll make quick work of those 2 Boomerang brothers, and he'll get a Jukum Cloud, as if he needed more stuff.
And just when he thought he was done, he's got more. But he disposes of that fire brother immediately for a frog suit.
A natural frog suit this time. It was kind of like those Ron Popeil infomercials. But wait, there's more.
What? More? That's not possible!
3F2 for Haxor. Sonikku's back at the cards trying to complete his game, but unfortunately his turn will end right there. Now Sonikku's turn to try 4-5. Again, this is going to be a tough one with Boss Bass in the fray. Or was that the last race? No, that was the last race. Oh! Haxor done with 3F2. He'll be moving on to the next level. In fact, he'll be moving on to the airship, which is going to be the World 1 airship.
You almost forgot what hasn't been played, have you?
I actually did forget. And Iggy Koopa, he's going to try, and we have got the Earthquake. 2 hits is not enough. 3 hits, that's not enough. He's trying for the fire kill, and there's the wonky hitbox acting up. 5-hitter. But Haxor takes him down, no problem.
And we will see Haxor into 8 very shortly.
Alright, people in chat, predict how many bridges are required to get to Bowser's Castle. 0, 1, 2, or 3.
You know what? This game hasn't been troll enough. 3.
2. I think you're right, but I've yet to see a 3-bridge World 8 myself. It is possible, but very rare. I'm going to say 2 bridges. We'll see if either one of us is correct. Now, Mew Mew fan put 4. Is it possible that 4 bridges have a bridge on the left side? I don't see any locks yet. That's not a good sign.
There was a lock on the first screen. Oh, but there's only 1 bridge to make.
And it's possible this could be it. So if you said 1, and Cadenza VVI was the only one in chat to say 1, you are correct. Well played. By the way, we didn't see it in our last race, but we saw it here because it never fails. Almost never fails. A World 6 fort in World 8. This is 6F1. Now Sonikku at 4F2, but HaxorR in the boom boom fight. If the bridge is completed with the completion of this fort, HaxorR could very well turn in the fastest time of the tournament so far. And it's not it. Well, rip that idea. Tough break. So HaxorR's going to have to play World 8 a little bit more. Find another fort or tank. Or actually, the other tank is going to be useless because that's going to be the regular tank. This might be the one, but uh-oh. We have 7F2, the Piranha Fort.
That tail should help mitigate some things.
Yeah, remember, he was practicing this level with the Hammer Brothers suit, but ooh, gonna take a hit from the Fire Piranha there, and Sonikku done with the Hammer Brothers in a difficult water stage. He gets the music box.
HaxorR on through to the next screen.
Yep, and Sonikku now at the World 3 airship. I'll tell you what, he's actually played quite well considering that he had a tough go in the first race. But HaxorR just a buzzsaw tonight against Sonikku. He's been playing just about lights out as HaxorR. So HaxorR is going to find out if this is the level that built the bridge successfully or if he's going to have to keep playing World 8 some more. That's not it.
Could be a possibility for him to break the lock next.
Yeah, the fortress is going to be the one, or the airship is going to be the one. Or actually the Navy ship. I think he did the Air Force already. 5F2. So if this doesn't unlock it, he has to beat the fort.
What we're looking for is nothing to flash on the black screen when we see this beaten.
Right, because that's where there's a lock. If we see the lock picked, forget it. That's not going to be it. He's going to know it. Sonikku moving on to World 4 now.
Alright, let's see. Is this it? It might be it!
I think so, because nothing flashed in that screen, so that had to be the one that built the bridge.
Oh, but a hand grabs him as he's on his way back, and it looks like he'll have to play... Well, take an intentional death at 4-3.
He doesn't want to play 4-3. If Sonikku completes the end card game, he'll get the last of his prizes, the Tanuki suit, and he gets grabbed again, twice in a row. Do I hear 3? I'm looking for 3, 3, 3, 3. Nope. Sold at 2.
Going once, going twice. No sale.
I see what you did there, crazy dude. Nice sale of the century reference there. Love it.
I might have been watching this before the show tonight.
Oh, actually, speaking of which, he does get grabbed a third time. Oh, man. All right, the bidding is back on, and HaxorR says, bump it. I'm playing the stage. Oh, the lock was the first screen. Okay, so that still might not be it for HaxorR then.
Regardless, HaxorR's through 4-3.
And Sonikku now in 7-3, 6 lives versus 9. Boy, look at all the pipes bunched together like that. Yeah, he's looking for the fort. Yep. This will break the lock, and we have Fort Knox, 7F1.
Oh, and Sonikku taking a death at the very end of 7-3 there.
Oh, that's brutal. And HaxorR is going to go ahead and take the intentional death. He'll suit up with the P-Wing, which is, I think, the absolute perfect item. So he'll go ahead, use the P-Wing to get to the pipe, and should be on his way to Bowser's Castle in just a few minutes.
Let's see now. Is this it?
It's gotta be. He's done all of them. Sonikku is now in a coin ship, but TheHaxor just about ready to wrap this baby up as he's built the bridge to Bowser's Castle with the Hammer Bros suit intact. Here we go.
Oh boy, here we go.
He's gonna do it, folks. He's gonna try the swag, the ultimate swag.
No, those hotfoots were giving him trouble.
Ah. His heart was in the right place, but the game said no, because the game knows.
Meanwhile, Sonikku's in the flooded fort now.
Yeah, like I said, he's played a really good race, and I think against most opponents, he'd probably be in a good position to maybe win here. It's just TheHaxor amongst the elite here, and it's hard to believe he's not going to make it to the bracket stages with his level of play. That's because he was in a really tough group. So, hi Bowser, bye Bowser.
What? He's gone again? How do I keep missing this?
Blink and you're going to miss it. So get your GGs out for TheHaxor. He will finish Group K at 5-3, a very respectable showing, which would advance in a lot of groups, but unfortunately not in Group K. But got to give props to TheHaxor. He's going to be someone to watch out for in the future.
Yeah, and with an official time of 36:02, I think he's got results.
And if it wasn't for the fact that it was a full clear World 8, he might have turned in the fastest time of the tournament up to this point. Because I want to say, unless somebody has beaten that by now, I want to say Proa had the fastest time of the tournament so far. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. We do have our two-time champion here, the TheHaxor, in the commentator's booth with us. GG, very well played, and I appreciate just showing us some of the swag clips there during the intermission time.
Yeah, no problem, man. God, man, can I get a World 8 that isn't Trolley in Seed 2 or Flag 2? I mean, every time, man.
Game knows, man, but hey, you played really, really well tonight. Yeah, World 8 aside, it seemed like you played with very few mistakes during that second set of flags.
Yeah, I started off a little rough. I took a death on a Hammer Bro, which was unfortunate. I think I took like 3 deaths or weird. Just had some input issues, but once I got to like World 3, I was pretty locked in.
Yeah, I saw that you ended up taking the 5 up, considering your live situation was low. Totally understandable at that point. But yeah, other than that little shaky start there, yeah, your gameplay was quite good today.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, especially the first set of flags. I think that was actually kind of a long seed, and I played it pretty well, I think, to get it in 45. So
definitely, yeah, it was a tough seed for sure. And I must say, it's kind of a shame you have a 5-3 record, but that is only good for 3rd place in your group.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't play well enough against Paradox to at least force a playoff. Just is what it is. You know, he got double no hands in the first flag, and then after that, I was kind of tilted after the first flag when I played against him, honestly, because the World 8 was so trolly that yeah, I couldn't handle it.
You know, with the swag clips you showed off earlier, you're the people's champ. Let's be real.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys. I try to do those when I can.
And as I said in chat, I think you're going to be somebody to watch out for in the future. You're definitely amongst the elite. You just end up being in a very deadly group, a tough draw.
Yeah, you know, got bad RNG in my match and bad RNG for my group selection. You know, just typical Mario 3 stuff for me.
Meanwhile, Sonikku, unfortunately, having some troubles here in 7F2. He's on the final world now. He's played really, really well up to this point, but this is going to be the real test for him to see if he can get through 7F2 and complete this very trolly World 8. Yeah, that was a new thing I was doing in chat. I was saying, all right, how many bridges are needed to get to Bowser's Castle? Give me a number between 0 and 3, chat. Only one person got it right. One bridge.
Yeah, only one bridge. Unfortunately, it's like the last level you'd play.
It's always
in terms
the last
of logic.
one. It's always the last one. It's just the way it works sometimes in Super Mario 3 Randomizer. But again, nonetheless, played extremely well tonight. 5 and 3. I mean, good showing. You're definitely going to be somebody to watch out for in the future. I guarantee it.
Yeah, it was fun. I guess some of the matches I didn't have fun just because I didn't play that well. There's a couple I didn't play very well, but I think I played well on 6 of the 8. And, you know, it's just Flag 2 is always going to be an issue because I just don't have as much experience as some of these other randomizer runners. So, while, you know, I have the vanilla Mario 3 speedrunning skill, and I'm one of the best in the world at doing that, obviously. There is more that comes to it in terms of routing and decision making in terms of item choices. So I think they have a slight leg up on me there just based on experience.
Meanwhile, Sonikku discovering that this World 8 is not as easy as it seems, and he gets grabbed by the hand. That's going to take him to 4-3. And that hand was giving you the business. It grabbed you, what, 3 or 4 times?
Yeah, it grabbed me 3 times. I'm not that surprised, though. I mean, it's just like, come on, man. And then I just decided to play it because I'm like, I got to come back across it again anyway.
I might as well clear it, and in case it's the wrong move, you have the board cleared so you don't have to worry about getting grabbed by hands yet again.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad that coin block was a star. That makes this level really fast, actually. You can just speed strat through it without worrying about what the enemies are. So it's kind of a big deal when you can get that in this stage.
To answer a question in chat, somebody was wondering how Mitch Flower Power is doing. He's in Group J, and he is currently 3-1. He has 2 matches left against Paratroopa and 2 left against Gameaholic. So it's looking likely that at the very least, he's going to make it to the group stages. The only question is, will he win his group or will he have a tie? Because GamerCal finished at 7-1 after his split with Mitch.
Yeah, is that a playoff then? Do they play for top of that group if they both end up 7-1?
I'm guessing not. I'm guessing there's some other kind of tiebreaker. I'm guessing the tiebreaker only applies if it means advancing to the bracket stages or not. I could be wrong about that. I'm just making speculation here.
Okay. Yeah, because if it goes off time, I know some of the tiebreakers were time, and I'm like, oh man, you could get some like really trolly seeds throughout, and just that's unfortunate.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could win your races, but you get stuck with really difficult seeds, so your runners might have a 32-minute time while you might have like a 48-minute time. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So I gotta ask you, with all these glitches you know, Haxor, what would you say is your favorite block clip of them all?
Favorite clip's probably Jesus clip, just because if you don't get it, you die. That's the 5-4-2 clip over the lava.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. You did the 2 out of 3 during that little showcase there. I thought that was pretty cool. And Sonikku finds out, yep, it's the last one. Why does it always have to be the last one?
Always, man. Always. Yeah, that one, you know, obviously they're all sub-pixel dependent. I don't think that one's too bad. If you get the sub-pixel, it's like not getting the sub-pixel, though, you just die. And, you know, most runs you don't want to go for it unless, like, you really need to rescue your run for some reason. Because it only saves, actually, 4 seconds. It doesn't look like it on the timer, but it does.
Yeah, I learned today that Castlevania 2 is not the only game that relies on sub-pixels to do clips. This one does as well.
Yeah, clips, and also there's certain P-speed strats that are sub-pixel dependent in the vanilla game, like 1-2. That P-speed strat is sub-pixel dependent, so you could execute it absolutely perfect and not get P-speed at the beginning. Sometimes it's not super common, but it does happen probably, I don't know, 10-20% of the time.
Sonikku at the end of Fort Knox, but having a little trouble finishing off Boom Boom, but he does get the last hit on him, and he'll be moving on to Bowser's Castle.
Yeah, Bowser's Castle trolling me with the double hot feed at the end. I wanted to do the clip.
I saw it.
We wanted to see it too.
Yeah, we wanted to see it, but the game said no. Your heart was in the right place, but that's just the way it goes sometimes.
If you guys want to see it in a race, I did it against Paradox in the first flag, and I got it first try. Obviously, I'd already lost, so I was like, going for it.
Sonikku was trying to speed his way through the laser statues. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. And unfortunately, Sonikku loses his Hammer Brothers suit.
Yeah, that one I have no idea, because, yeah, as you mentioned, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. There's nothing, like, that makes a whole lot of sense there.
I wonder if it's a frame rule or something that's sub-pixel dependent. Who knows?
Yeah, it's definitely got to be Y position related to some degree, and I'm guessing it has to be sub-pixel then, but I'm not entirely sure.
Oh! Sonikku falls off the donut, and back to start he goes. He's got 3 extra lives left. He's got another Hammer Brothers suit. Let's see if he's more careful this time.
Yeah, I think it's actually faster to take the death as well and just re-equip the hammer suit if you get damaged, on those waffles up the stairs, because it actually saves 31 seconds over the normal strat.
Yep, just has to be very careful here. Looks like he's got it under control. Gets the 1-up, the validation 1-up, as I like to jokingly call it. Because if you don't get the 1-up, it means you blew the block clip.
Yeah, that's the people's clip right there.
Yep, exactly. So Sonikku has his Hammer Brothers suit intact. Now he just has to make sure he doesn't fall into the lava, doesn't get hit by Bowser, and it'll be GG for him.
Gets past the final fireball, and he's in.
Well, he almost made the same mistake on that donut. And hi, Bowser!
Oh, no!
Mistimes his hammer and gets stomped. Now he's going to have to do it the hard way.
And takes another hit, too.
Wow. I think he was 1 hammer away. I'll bet you anything he was a hammer away.
It seemed like he was just moving around too much there, and it was throwing off his rhythm with the hammers.
Yeah, Sonikku, I think he's got it under control, though.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like, I've seen some people in the tournament, you can just kind of run up to Bowser and throw hammers at him and he'll die. But also, I've seen some people that, like, are really good and they don't even know how to fire kill him, which is kind of funny. Like, they're just used to hammer killing him so much that when they get a fire kill, they're like, oh my god, what do I do? Like, how do I get these 36 fireballs into Bowser?
Is it 36?
Yeah, it is 30. I think it's 36. It's 36 or 35, but I'm pretty sure it's 30.
Yeah, but who's counting? I've always wanted to know how many it was, because what is it? 5 hammers to take down a Bowser?
It depends. So the way the hammers work with the hammer suit is you get a certain amount of ticks, like, per frame, right? And so, like, it's still the 36 ticks of damage you have to put into him, but the hammer is constantly doing it. So it's just all dependent on how many frames the hammer stays on Bowser when you throw him. So you'll see, like, how I arc mine. I just kind of maximize the amount of frames that those first 2 hammers are going to stay on, and just ensure I get 3 or 4.
It's kind of like how the jump and slash works in Ninja Gaiden. Little bit.
Yeah.
And get your GGs out also for Sonikku. He finishes the race. Very respectable run this time. Even though he didn't get any victories, he played really, really well in that second race. So get your GGs out for both of our runners. Make sure you give them both a follow.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, he just, got a really bad group. I mean, even Ace, who took 4th in the group, is a very experienced Mario 3 player and probably would have made it through in some of the groups, so...
Yeah, and, these have been some pretty good races we've gotten a chance to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that is the upside. It's nice to view on your guys' end. For me, it's stressful.
I will say this much, and we have just gotten started because we're closing in on getting ready to do the bracket stages. We've already seen a lot of exciting races. We've seen a lot of exciting clips, a lot of hilarious clips. There's still plenty left to come in this tournament, and I'm looking forward to when we get to the bracket stages. Things are going to be, we're going to kick things up a notch, and runners are going to have to be more prepared and more resourceful with their items.
Yeah, I'll be kind of interested to see what Mitch chooses to do, because he's pretty out of practice. He's pretty rusty, I would say. Like, he's played 2 Flag 2s ever, and they were both in his races. And obviously, the bracket seeds are very close to Flag 2, just without the end card and the no breaking of the lock with the hammer. But I'm expecting he'll probably put some time in. But I don't know. He's been doing Grand Prix World a lot, so we'll see.
And now joining us is Sonikku2008. Sonikku, job well done.
Thanks, man. Though I can't say the same about that first race.
Yeah,
God,
that first race was one you just had to shake up. And I thought you played a lot better in your second race. I mean, I think your time would have won against plenty of matchups, but you were just up against the buzzsaw tonight in the TheHaxor. He played extremely well. That's been the story of the whole tournament. I'm 0-8 in this group. Well, to be fair, Group K is one of the groups of death. I mean, TheHaxor, as good as he is not going to make it to the bracket stages. He's 5-3, which probably would have qualified most of the stages. In fact, while I think about it, I'm going to look to see how many groups that record would be good enough in. He actually has told me that he was going to cancel the race because neither of us could make it through. I told him I wasn't going to take 2 wins on a forfeit.
I can't argue with that logic, honestly. Good on you.
Yeah, well, actually, what I asked him is if he still wanted to play, since I didn't have any preference, and since he wanted to play, I'm like, yeah, well, let's play, let's do it. So, because for me, it's more important, I'd say, that other people get their chance to play and get, especially with him, get an opportunity to get a win. So, yeah. I just looked in 6 other groups. Your 5-3 record would have been good enough to advance to the next round.
Ouch.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Well, practice until the next time. Well,
it's just here's what you do. You get better group RNG.
I heard that.
Good answer. Actually.
Who do you even blame on bad group RNG? You can't put that on Fred.
Well,
what if he wants to?
It's clearly Mustard.
Yeah,
Mustard.
He said so in the
Mustard
chat.
stacked the group. Dude, I've told him since before it even started, I knew my group was gonna be insane, and I'm like, dude, you've been trying to get me to sign up for this for like 5 months, and I did. And now you stacked my group as a nice little prize for me, so I appreciate that.
But I'll tell you what, like I said, TheHaxor, you played extremely well throughout the tournament. And I do think that there's no doubt in my mind that in future tournaments, you're going to be somebody to watch out for, and you're going to give the really big boy, I can speak, you're going to give the really big boys a run for their money. I can guarantee it.
Yeah, I think I could take games off them. It's just, as I said, in Flag 2, I think they have a huge advantage over me. I felt like coming in, I had to win my Flag 1s just because it was pretty straightforward map, right? And also their longer seeds. I think longer seeds favor me a lot. More levels we play gives me more opportunities to do like little efficiency things and gain some time.
Had you been able to make it to the bracket flags, do you think you would have stood a chance even better?
I do, because no end card means less levels to skip, and also you can't break locks. So I think I would have done a lot better on those, just because we would have been required to play more levels, longer seeds, that sort of thing. But it's just in theory, too.
Can't argue with that.
So yeah, that first world in the first race, you guys, with Atlantis being required, how trolly was that?
I do not mind Atlantis at all.
It depends. I mean, I don't like seeing it early, honestly. It was fine there. just because I think I had a little bit of stockpile of lives, but sometimes you just get some weird stuff that happens in that level, and it's really, if you don't have like power-ups that you can use or a power-up going into it, it can be kind of difficult.
That star did make a difference in that level, though. If you killed the blooper at the start with the star, you could manipulate the squids to the bloopers to make the one by the fish not spawn and instead get 2 fish to spawn.
Yeah, you're right. I definitely use the star to take out that first one because, like, you know, it's always nice to not have to deal with one of the baby spawning bloopers.
Yeah.
I'm just glad we didn't see 6-6. That is my least favorite level in the entire randomizer. I think it needs to be fixed. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, Sonikku saw it.
I don't even know which one 6-6 is.
6-6 is the one with it's the water level that has the piranha gauntlet at the end with the cheeps flying in and out of the water.
Yeah, it's the ice. It's an ice world.
Oh, I did see that level, yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst level in randomizer to me because you can get like 3 bloopers back to back going to that pipe section, and there's so much lag that I had one of the bloopers just give up on life because it couldn't function anymore. There was so many sprites on the screen, like it was insane.
Yeah, lag can get pretty bad in this game, but it's also made for some close shaves because I can position myself better thanks to the slower frame rate.
Yeah, sometimes it helps out in that regard, and other times it's like, yeah, none of your inputs are going to go through. Sorry, bro. Yeah, I think like that one, yeah, that's probably my least favorite. And then 7.5 is probably next for me. Just if you get a sun in 7.5, it's so annoying at the end. It's just so bad.
My least favorite one's the one with all the piranha plants in the beginning with the gaps for the pipes. I don't remember which level the number that is, but that one really kills me in Seeds when it shows up as the first level.
Oh, you're talking about 7.8 with the piranha alley there?
Yeah, I know it was a World 7 level. I just didn't remember which number.
I don't think we saw 7.8 at all tonight. It might have been 7.7.
No.
We didn't see that one. I was
practicing it beforehand, but yeah, I was like, hopefully I'll have a power up going here. You never want to see 7.8 like first level. You can do some screen scroll stuff to like get sprites despawned off the screen, and then, or you can try to overload the screen and get the last piranha to despawn and that sort of thing. But yeah, it's still annoying.
Yeah.
So, any final thoughts between you two guys?
At least I went out on a PB.
Hey, that's awesome, man. Congrats.
Yeah, positive attitude. That's what you want to end on.
Absolutely. You had a very strong showing in your last race, both of you, so congratulations on that. And we hope to see you guys again in a future tournament because you guys, it's going to go up from here, I guarantee it.
Yeah, I think people are just getting better at this too. I mean, people are even learning strats as we're playing through this tournament. So I'm looking forward to watching the rest of it as a spectator. Hopefully some of my friends can pull out some victories here. And hopefully I'll get to do some commentary as well, since I won't be traveling as much over the next few weeks. So it'll be a good time, I think, to maybe get some bracket commentary in.
Hey, sounds good.
Sonikku and TheHaxor, everybody. Give these two people a nice, fine follow, if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
All right, so with that, that's going to wrap things up here on Speed Gaming 3, but I want to bring to you attention a race of great significance. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern and 8:30 p.m. Eastern, it's Great White Hope versus Claris.com. Now, why is this a race of great significance? Because of their records show right now. Their records show right now, folks. Claris.com and Great White Hope are in Group C. Classic Gamer 88 already a lock with his 8-0 record. But Claris.com and Great White Hope are 4-2. The winner of that series moves on to the bracket stages. The loser will be out of the tournament. But if they split the series, they're going to have a playoff to determine who advances. So they could have 3 races against each other back to back to back. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, wow. That sounds insane.
Oh, you better believe it. So, again, we don't know what network it is going to be on, so please make sure you are checking the Google Docs. Make sure you're checking the Speed Gaming schedules to find out where that race is going. Again, the race is at 7 p.m. Eastern and 8:30 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss it. So that's all for us here on Speed Gaming 3. On behalf of our 2 runners tonight, TheHaxor and Sonikku2008, again, make sure you give them a follow. For everybody here on Speed Gaming 3, and for my commentator partner, the Crazy Dude, this is LOZ Cards Fan 23 signing off. Have yourselves a great night, and we will see you again tomorrow night. So long, everybody.
Be careful, folks. Have a good one.